drive MoPac in Austin? Well, then you know the traffic and perhaps you pay to use the express lanes. It took years to add toll lanes along the 11-mile stretch of roadway from Lady Bird Lake north to Palmer Lane. But nearly a decade later, there is one piece that still needs to be complete: the planting of 55 small trees in a historic cemetery bordering the roadway. And it comes with a $1 million price tag. That's how much was approved by a regional tollway authority for the landscape project.
KXAN investigator Arzo Dost is asking why it cost so much and how it got approved.
A breeze blows across Austin Memorial Park Cemetery, the peaceful resting ground spanning more than 80 acres in northwest Austin, but just feet away. The rush of MoPac can be felt.
This is all TxDOT right-of-way.
Sharon Blythe comes here often.
Became involved with a cemetery in 1989 when my husband passed away, and we buried him out here.
She eventually moved his body to a different cemetery, but she's still part of Austin Ramp, or Rescue Austin's Memorial Park Cemetery. The group helped designate it as a historic Texas cemetery.
And we came together to try to continue to advocate for the cemetery and the boundaries of the cemetery so that we wouldn't have constant encroachment efforts.
In 2012, Blythe's group got involved with the MoPac Improvement Project, headed by the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority, or CTRMA. The project added express lanes to help with congestion and constructed sound walls at certain locations. CTRMA says under federal environmental law, the cemetery was supposed to get a sound wall. But a sound wall was never constructed at the cemetery. CTRMA detailed challenges with an existing retaining wall, nearby headstones, and access for the construction equipment, among other things. Those factors halted construction and pushed all sides, including the city of Austin, which operates the cemetery, to find another solution. What they came up with? Planting trees. Yet the agency says there were still complications, including overhead power lines and tree roots potentially growing into marked or unmarked grave sites.
Good morning, everyone, fellow board members.
Now, 9 years later,
we can now go to item number 12.
The planting of the trees resurfaced during a CTRMA Board of Directors meeting in August.
So there's roughly 55 trees that are proposed in that location.
55 15-gallon mountain laurels, native to Central Texas, planted along the already existing retaining wall with an irrigation system. The price tag? $1 million.
Wow. $1 million to plant those trees. Damn.
Yes, sir.
That's CTRMA board member John Langmore.
And we're bearing all the costs of that. Not
Yes.
the city, not TxDOT.
Correct.
Here's a breakdown of the cost. The signed agreement says the budget for the small trees is more than $46,000. That includes design of landscaping, planting, the installation of an irrigation system, replacing any of the small trees that don't survive the first 2 years, and paying for the water for 3 years, along with maintenance and repairs. So why $1 million? During the meeting, CTRMA's acting director of engineering told the board $400,000 is in case human remains are discovered during excavation and installation. So they'll have an archaeologist there full-time to observe the work. The rest, more than $550,000. A CTRMA spokesperson says it's for potential problems like contractor delays and increased costs.
We really want to be a good partner in the community, a good neighbor. So while the price tag is high, I think it's appropriate.
We sat down with CTRMA board chairman and well-known Austin businessman Bobby Jenkins to get a better understanding of the project. Is there a purpose beyond adding greenery?
It really is to put a buffer and in some level a sound between the increased traffic. And it is our responsibility.
At one of your local garden centers, you may pay for a 15-gallon, you may pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 or $160.
Bill Carson grows mountain laurels at his nursery in Austin.
Their greatest attraction is the bloom. They bloom in late March, early April for about 2 weeks. The bloom is a lavender or a purple and actually smells like grape Kool-Aid.
Does it surprise you that it's going to cost $1 million?
Yes, it does. Quite frankly, that does sound like a high price tag.
I reluctantly move approval.
The board ended up approving the planting of the trees about 2 months ago. Everyone except Langmore voted for it. What do you say to the public who might, look at this price tag and say, what's more important? A visual barrier at a cemetery or these dollars going towards other transportation solutions?
I would say that we've got to do what we promised that we were going to do. That's what's always important for any agency, our credibility, and we're required to do that.
Chairman Jenkins says this is the most practical alternative. He does not anticipate the price going beyond the $1 million. A CTRMA spokesperson says if there's any unspent money, it will be returned and used on future roadway maintenance. So when could the planting start? CTRMA says bids still have to go out, so there's no schedule yet, but staff will go back to the board of directors with any updates. Arzo Dost, KXAN Investigates.
CTRMA says the tree planting at the cemetery was part of the larger landscaping requirement for the overall MoPac improvement project. The overall project cost was $137 million. Funding for the work came from the Capital Area Metropolitan Planning Organization's Regional Infrastructure Fund approved for the project in 2012, as well as money from tolls. In 2022, drivers are projected to pay more than $150 million in tolls and fees to the agency, and that would be a 28% increase from 2020. Those tolls and fees make up about 95% of its operating revenue. This all comes as the CTRMA just announced a toll rate increase on some of its roads starting in January. To learn more, we have a link to our coverage of this hike in the story in the investigative section of KXAN.com.